Hello, welcome to Where Worlds Collide. Looking at my shelves, I've got a lot of authors that I auto-buy. If they write it, I'm gonna buy it. Because I know I've enjoyed one or two or three, or maybe their whole catalogue of work. Today's auto-buy author that I'm going to talk about is Nicholas Sparks, who is an American, and I guess we're going to call him a romance author. He writes a lot of books. I think he's got a 20 plus back catalogue of books, most of which I own. I discovered Nicholas Sparks first of all from the film The Notebook, which I think a lot of people do. This is one of his greatest. It makes a lot of people cry. A beautiful love story between Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. This channel is fast turning into a Ryan Gosling appreciation channel for all the right reasons. Controversial take. I enjoyed the movie more than I enjoyed the book. Yeah, I think the movie had something more to it, and I think the beautiful relationship between the two actors, or the chemistry they had on screen, which is something epic. But it did introduce me to Nicholas Sparks, which I think is a great thing, because he then became one of my auto-buy authors. I think the time in my life when I read the most Nicholas Sparks books, and it was most prolific, was when I was on holiday in the Philippines, and it was sort of, I want to say it was going to be around 2010, 2011, and I didn't have much in the way of actual books, and there were no Kindles or things that I could bring on holiday that were light. So I kept going, I need to read something. So I'd go to the bookstore in the Philippines and I'd pick up some Nicholas Sparks books, and they were in the tiny format, they were like pocketbook format, and they were just fun and wonderful love story within a book. I think that's where I picked up The Guardian, The Last Song. Yeah, it was wonderful. So a couple of my actual favourites, which are going to be mentions today, are The Lucky One, which has got Zac Efron in the movie, which is a great adaptation. He does wonderful adaptations. I think he's involved in the screenwriting, which helps because it helps to portray the story the way he wants to do it, rather than having a screenwriter read the book and then go, this is how I'm going to adapt it. So it's coming straight from his mind too. Zac Efron is a Iraq war veteran, and while he's in Iraq he comes across a photo of a lady and he's convinced it's his angel, or there's a reason why he's come across this photo in the dirt, and he has to find her. So he goes off back in America to find her, and of course further into the book she's like, why do you have this photo of me? It's a bit weird. And then he has to prove his love and that he actually does love her for who she is, and not just because he's a photo and thinks that it's his guardian angel. It's just really beautiful the way he writes and the different characters he comes up with. Another one is this one, another movie adaptation, Safe Haven, which is Julianne Hough and Josh Duhamel. I hope I'm saying that right. Let's see. Julianne plays a lady who is running away from her ex-abusive husband. She just wants to find somewhere that is essentially a safe haven, and she goes to Southport, I think it is in the movie and the book, and she makes a life there, and she comes across a guy and his daughter, and it's everything she wants, but it's never smooth sailing because there's always a twist, and the ex-husband comes along. But it's just beautifully written, and it is a movie that I will watch maybe every other year or every year. Beautifully portrayed. And my favourite is The Longest Ride. I don't have the movie cover for this one because I read the book before the movie came out. It's a movie with Scott Eastwood and Britt Robinson. I think it's Robertson. It's a cowboy romance without the smut, but it is still beautiful and well worth the read, and underhyped and beautiful. It's multi-generational love story, and they interweave, and it's amazing to see where they cross over. And it's an older guy telling the younger guys how his love story was the perfect love story. Yeah, I remember reading this for the first time. I read it really quickly, put it down, and then had to reread it again a couple of months later, just because I loved it so much. And the movie is wonderful, made me cry. The book made me cry multiple times, but the movie, the way it was portrayed, just more crying, blubbing mess. And Scott Eastwood is a beautiful man, much like his father. Just a wonderful actor. Deserves more work. I'll put it out there. I've also read The Guardian, and I just like how Nicholas Sparks is able to weave different threads within the book. So The Guardian, and there's a couple of other ones that have got little crime elements into them, and it's not like you're reading a crime book, but you can also, you go, oh my gosh, like, where is this story going? Like, what is happening? Like, you think you're going to get a Nicholas Sparks romance story, but actually it's romance interwoven with crime, which I love. And even though everyone will go, oh, it's formulaic, you know, it's a love story, they're going to end up together at the end, but you know what you're getting. It's a cozy read. If you want something where you know you're not going to be shocked to your very core, Nicholas Sparks is the way to go. And the characters are just beautifully written. They make you fall in love with them. And some people say he's the king of romance. I probably would agree. But it's so traditional romance. It's, you read the book and you just squeal in excitement, and it's wonderful. Yeah, that's my little review of Nicholas Sparks books. If you have a favourite Nicholas Sparks book, let me know. If you've never read him before and want some recommends, I can let you know those too. Or let me know your auto-buy authors that you, if they write it, you'll read it, you'll pick it up, no matter what it is. They could write about a speech of the opening of an envelope and you'd read it. I'm going to potentially turn this into a little series, because these shelves be full of authors that I'd auto-buy straight from the shop. Pre-order, I'll get me on that pre-order list. I'll catch you next time on Where Worlds Collide. Bye.